I'm here with presidential candidate Tom Steyer in Mason City, Iowa. Mr. Steyer, tell me what we're doing at a Frank Lloyd Wright hotel tonight.
I'm here for a town hall to meet some people from Mason City, to listen to what they have to say. And it turns out, I didn't realize it when I showed up, but I'm going to be staying here tonight, and it's a very nice hotel.
So we want to ask you some questions that our viewers might not have heard from you on the debate stage. So first off, what's a talent that you secretly wish you had?
To sing better, because I love to sing. My mom was actually a great singer and was in 2 choirs that actually recorded with Aretha Franklin, and I don't have that kind of talent.
Okay. What about something that could apply to being president, a secret talent that you could use in the White House?
But if you want to be a responsible president, then you've got to have gone around and really listened and heard what other people have to say from different parts of the country and different backgrounds. So that ability to not just listen, but to hear and to internalize what you're hearing and what it means, and then to make sure that you're incorporating that, to me, that's a critical part of being a good president.
So is there an item you collect and why?
You know, I do have a small collection of red plaid ties. I've been wearing a red plaid tie to work for decades.
So what's a small collection? How many of the same red
10 or
plaid
12.
tie? 10 or 12.
I mean, sometimes people actually give me red plaid ties as a gift.
So it's not the same exact red plaid tie,
No.
it's just a variety of that theme?
Yes.
What sport is politics most like?
Politics reminds me of soccer, but the person who's running, if it's an election, is the goal scorer.
So what's the toughest decision you've ever had to make as a boss?
You know, the hard part about being a boss is if something isn't working out and you absolutely can't continue it and you need to make a change with someone you really like.
Is there anything that you haven't publicly shared that you wish people would know about you?
You know, when I was about 19, I had a girlfriend. And I have 2 older brothers, and my middle brother said to me, "How come you've never invited her, introduced her to our parents?" And he said, "You don't understand. They're the nicest thing about you. You should definitely introduce her to them, because that's the best thing you have going for you, pal." You know, you're saying, what do people not know? If people met my family, people would understand a little better who I am, and they'd understand kind of the things I care about.
What's a win or a positive thing that you see about America right now?
Oh my God, the American people. And I love to go around and talk to people because Americans are fantastic.
You make it to the White House. Who's your most important hire?
Well, obviously the 2 highest ranking people to add are the vice president, who's got to be your partner, and your chief of staff. The chief of staff probably is, on a day-to-day basis, your most critical partner, but you can change her or him. The vice president is an incredibly important choice, but you can't change her or him.
And which executive branch do you think is in need of most reform right now?
Which department?
Yeah.
There's no question that the EPA is a complete and utter disaster. I think it's the one where they have really turned it most on its head. I mean, but they've done that throughout government. I just think the EPA is so extreme that I have to give them the wink as the worst.
What's the hardest part about being on the campaign trail?
The issue with being on the campaign trail is that you're never at home. But you know what? I chose that, so I'm never going to complain about it.
Throughout your life, can you think of a time in which you might have been discriminated against?
Of course I can. But let me say this. As a white male from a family that made sure that I was well-housed, well-fed, well-educated, much loved, I am never going to complain about discrimination. I know how lucky I am, and all I'm trying to do is make sure everybody gets that.
So we've got a very wide field of Democratic candidates here. Say it's like an episode of the show Survivor. Which candidate would you vote off the island?
Not even thinking about answering that question, Maura. Not even thinking about it.
Last question. If you could have any celebrity feed you any food.
Feed me any food?
Feed you any food. Any celebrity, any food. What celebrity, what food?
I'm going to say, since I love barbecue, and I'm not really somebody who chases around that much with celebrities, The person who I'd like to meet at the moment, because I really, really, really like her voice, is Yolanda Adams. So I would like to have a plate of barbecue with Yolanda Adams.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.